Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Enjoy the video.
Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. So this one's going to be somewhat short. I'm asking you guys, more of an open question really, I'm asking you guys, who do you think has taken home the gold in terms of character building and character moments in the Tournament of Power? So, and I'm not talking about just Goku and Vegeta and Jiren and anyone who's had a lot of spotlight. I'm talking about everybody, and this is really the arc to talk about this. I mean, we could talk about this later when the tournament arc is actually finished and we got to see everyone have their spotlight, their real moment. But really, who do you think has taken home the gold, the Oscar even, to being the best, most interesting character, the person who, while on the screen, you sit there and think to yourself, man, I just want to see more of that person. They are winning me over every single time that they are put on screen. And personally, I feel like it's Frieza. Now, of course, we've had some really awesome fights with Goku. We've had some awesome fights with Kale and Caulifla. Hit also is one of my favorite characters in this entire series. And then there's still so much more to come. Jiren even is starting to get a little bit interesting, so we're going to have to wait and see. But Frieza's the one who really hits it out of the park every single time he's on screen. Ever since it was also announced, but when Goku went to get him, they had that amazing scene where they were in hell around the tree, and at the same time, they also had the amazing scene where he turned true Golden Frieza, took out all the assassins, survived the Hakai technique, was planning against him, plotting against it with everyone with Frost, taking out Frost, tricking Gohan and everyone else around him, giving Goku energy in the same manner that he did with the Goku did in Namek. I mean, there's just so much that Frieza is just hitting it out of the park. He's nailing this entire arc, and I'm just wondering, do you guys feel the same? Do you feel like there's someone who's actually more interesting throughout this entire arc and it's not necessarily Frieza? Because guys, I love Frieza right now because this is the Frieza that I remember as a kid on Namek. You know, the guy who's overwhelmingly powerful, super confident in his power, and knowing that he has the upper hand on everyone else around him. And I know that we got Frieza earlier on in this series and also the Dragon Ball Z movie, Fakatsu no F. That was kind of cool because it was the first time that we had seen Golden Frieza. He had some really awesome moments in that movie, and it was also the first time that we got to see Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan as we called it back then. Vegeta got a Super Saiyan God transformation. That was pretty awesome. But then they adapted it for the series and it just didn't feel right. If you remember, even though it was Frieza on screen, even though we got to see him torturing Gohan and killing Piccolo, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like this was the Frieza that we had learned to love on Namek. He wasn't brutal enough. He was sort of lazy, allowing his army to do most of the fighting in order to drag out a lot of the arc instead of seeing everyone gang up against Frieza. It would have been cool to see everyone gang up against Frieza the same way that they were going to when Mecha Frieza and King Cold came back to Earth after the fight on Namek, kind of giving us that fight that we never got back then, but that's not the way they played it. And I really felt, as a lot of people had felt at that point, I'm getting tired of Frieza. And then of course they gave us Frost. Frost was a character that was supposed to be a good Frieza at the time. That was fairly interesting, but then it was just kind of another bad Frieza. And that didn't feel like they were exploring or expanding the Frieza character enough. So at that point, a lot of people were really, myself included, not fresh on Frieza. We didn't want to see Frieza. We didn't want to have Frieza in the Tournament of Power when that was finally announced, because I didn't think that they were going to be pulling him off in the same way that they're doing right now. And I gotta say, I was wrong, guys. I feel like he has taken the gold. He's taken the Oscar, best supporting character in this particular arc. But I want to hear everyone else's thoughts and opinions on this particular topic, because I feel like although we're only halfway done with the Tournament of Power, I don't know if anyone can come up and give as good of a performance or be as interesting of a character as Frieza has been throughout this entire arc, considering Frieza's still in the ring and he's probably going to be important. I mean, there had to have been a reason to bring him in, not just for a fan show or fan service. There must be a story reason why he's there, and it's only going to help serve to put his character at a higher echelon of, oh my god, this guy is just winning every scene that he's in. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? Please make sure to share them in the comment section below. Like I said, an open question. Always want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. But with that being said, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Share this video out to all of your friends. And I hope everyone has a good day. It's been real.